Hello, young drivers. This is Tony Cataldo. We're doing the Desi-Drvr influence, which is the who, what, when, where, why. And we have another interview for you so that you can learn from the footsteps of others. And what is your name?
My name is Harmony.
Harmony, okay. And what happened, Harmony? Do you have a story about how alcohol has influenced or affected your life?
Absolutely. Um, so somebody was my ex, about 4 years ago, decided to here in Kitsap County, decided that he was going to drink and have dinner with his dinner, and afterwards take my teenage son's best friend home. I was not around at the time. I was at an event with my horse. And well, he decided to take my son's best friend home. He was 14 at the time. He was pulled over for swerving and for not having his lights on.
With your son in the
With
car.
my son's best friend in the car.
Oh, your son, or just
My
your
son
best son's
stayed-
best friend? Okay.
Just his best friend.
Okay.
My son stayed home.
Okay.
And about 30 minutes into the drive, he was caught swerving, and he was pulled over on the freeway, and he was arrested for DUI.
Okay.
And his best friend had to wait for his parents to come pick him up, who was a childhood best friend of mine. This was her son.
Mm-hmm.
And he was absolutely terrified. He had to sit in the cop car and wait for his parents. On the other hand, my ex-husband ended up going to jail and sat in jail for 3 days, and it absolutely destroyed our relationship. And one stupid mistake can cost you so much. I'm very fortunate that there was not an accident involved, and that my best friend's son wasn't killed, who's also my son's best friend.
Yeah, it could have got a lot worse. Yeah.
Things could have been a lot worse. I've lost people over the years to alcohol-related car accidents.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not ever a time it's okay to drink and drive, ever. 1 drink, 2 drinks, it doesn't matter how good you feel. The choice is always going to be a poor decision. You can destroy your life with a DUI. You could kill yourself. You could kill others. You could kill children at the expense of just having a couple drinks and not being responsible.
Yeah, one thing leads to another, and you can't see those things coming, but it just opens the door for chaos.
Absolutely.
So when was this happened?
Your ex-husband? 2015.
2015. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So who, what, when, and then where was this?
This was right here in Kitsap County in Gorse.
What town is this?
This is Bremerton, Washington.
That was in Bremerton, and we are in
Silverdale, Washington.
Silverdale, which is close to it, about 7 miles, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just outside of Bremerton now.
And then why would you say that this incident happened? I mean, you and I know it, but let's go ahead and tell young people that are trying to make sense of this story of how this all. So what was it that caused this?
So my ex-husband made a poor decision to drink and then get behind the wheel of a car and think that even though he thought he felt okay, he was impaired. And it's a false sense of security that a lot of people have when they've been drinking, that I'm fine, I can do this. When all actuality, your response time is diminished. Your reactions are delayed, and what would take a split second for a sober person to react to, if you're driving, you could drive and be okay, but drinking impairs that reaction. It slows you down, and you can hurt yourself, you can hurt others.
Yeah, that, I understand. So then what is your advice to young people about how they should approach alcohol? Because the culture is pretty strong.
Yeah. Never drink and drive. If you're going to make that decision, make sure that you're responsible and you stay where you are. You get an Uber, you get a cab, you call a family member, you call a friend. Never, ever, ever get behind the wheel. Even if you're smoking weed, you can still destroy your life or destroy others' lives. You will still get a DUI. Don't ever make the decision to get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Impaired.
A big word that I've been developing in my brain about, what I'm trying to pass on here to young people is the word moderation.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to have nightmares happening to you, then don't go there on a lot of stuff, and moderation is a really good thing. With young people don't seem to understand that because it's all or nothing. They have never experienced that stuff and they want to go have a blast. Well, that's one way to run into a wall, you know what I mean? And it's tough. So
yeah.
I appreciate your story and sharing, and that's huge. And you had no reservation about doing it, and I thank you for that, Harmony.
You're welcome.
And good luck with your family.
Thank you.
You have a nice life.
You too. Take care.
Thank you.